Hello, my lovelies. It's about time we caught up with what Kim and Harry are doing, don't you think? What were we doing anyway? It's been a long time since I sat down and played a little bit of Disco Elysium. Probably something nefarious or something awful if Harry's involved, really. But I'm sure we'll stumble on to whatever answers we need. Last I remember, we'd had a chat with Everard again. He'd asked us to do another job. Has he not? Which I believe... Have we done it yet? No, we haven't. No, we haven't, because it's not the right day. We're waiting, aren't we? We are waiting for 9 o'clock for this room to open. We've still got 10 minutes yet, so we can go and have a look around. We don't need to come here yet. Let's go and have a look around. It's after 9 o'clock. So, who knows? There might be something interesting knocking about here. Who knows? Maybe, or maybe not. There's bound to be some interesting thoughts circling around Harry. There always are. I still don't know what kind of character we're even building at the moment, but it's certainly interesting. I don't think carrying that crowbar around is a good idea. It looks threatening.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture.
You will leave them for now. For now, mind. Maybe we'll come back to them. And I don't think we can do anything about that room. Hello! She thinks we're someone else, if you remember. Nothing there. That's the balcony door. That's the exit. There was the girl, the graffiti girl out here. I wonder if she's got anything new to say to us. It's worth checking in on all of the characters. They often have different things to say depending on what's happened in the world or what thoughts you're following. I like the fact we've got a lot of money now. I think that's rather amusing. We've pretty much got enough money to carry us through for a while. Thanks to our conning of the light-bending capitalist man. Hello!
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
You keep looking off to the side. What are you looking at? Aha! Here we are. So you won't talk about the murder, but maybe you can tell us something about the murder victim's missing armour.
What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells?
Oh, okay. Cindy the Skull. I like that. Isn't armour art? Art for the embodied?
Ugh. Alright. Sad piggy. I'll give you this one. I saw a little girl in the fishing village running around with military-grade handwear. Look cute as hell. If you haven't been there, the village is a shithole down the coast from the main plaza. Have a good time.
Oh, cool. And there's a little girl wearing the gloves there. Got it.
Piggy, I have no idea why I just told you that. You look like a shaggy dog left in the rain for too long. I have a weakness for animals.
Okie dokie, catch you later, Cindy. Okay, that was worth it. That's actually got us another clue to follow, which is fantastic. Absolutely superb. So there's a little girl with one part of the armour, but we can't get to the fishing village yet. Not until tomorrow, I don't think. After this night, we should be able to. So, still not time yet. What about you?
Give me a moment.
Ooh, the cleaning lady still seems to be having difficulty breathing. I have a few questions about these apartments. Okay. Do you know who lived in the foreclosed apartment?
I'm supposed to know.
Oh, okay.
Another nut job, I assume.
Oh, okay.
She really doesn't like those nut jobs. Bad blood there.
Yeah, clearly half-like, clearly. Why is there a hole in the wall in the abandoned apartment?
Some lunatic lost his mind. All kinds of morons pass through these holes.
Yeah, that could be me, to be perfectly honest. I could be one of those morons.
Wouldn't you want to break the wall down?
Actually, empathy, yes. That's not a bad thought as it goes. Is one of the residents on a vacation? Their mailbox is overflowing.
People come and go. I don't keep an eye on everyone.
Oh, do you not? I think you do. Who lives in apartment number 10?
No one lives there. It's been empty for months.
Oh, really? But I talked to someone through the door.
Impossible. I would know
Oh.
someone had moved in there.
She pauses, eyeing the hallway.
Maybe it's those countercultural people again. Breaking into a house like it's a public space. You're a policeman. Be good and take a look, will you?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Wait. Young people. They're worse than rats. You know, always littering the hallways with trinkets and empty beer cans.
You are not a nice old lady. Who lives behind the padlock door?
That one is a scientist, a future scholar.
Suddenly the old lady's face is
I
beaming.
think he studies astrology at the community college. Education's good. I always tell them to study.
Does she mean astronomy? Because that would be something you'd study at a college, surely not astrology.
Something to do with all those stars around his door. He asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall.
Harry and I are on the same wavelength on this one. Are you sure you don't mean astronomy?
That's what I said. Astrology.
Okay.
The lieutenant shakes his head, as though to say, let it go.
Yeah, it's probably for the best.
Try to keep up any standards here. It's not about stars. It's... forget it.
What can you tell me about Cindy?
The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them.
She leans on her
She
broom.
leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can say for others.
Oh, okay. I get the elbow in the ribs. Fine.
She mumbles some kind of a response, then hacks something into her handkerchief.
Oh, that's delightful. Who are you
I'm
anyway?
No one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways.
Do you live here?
If you could call it living.
She spits on the floor before
I've
wiping it off on a
little
broom.
room upstairs, right next to the coal room.
Oh, God.
It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no.
You're complaining
I
now.
have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company. And that's all I need from this world.
And all she gets, too. The coastal wind beats down hard on the coal room door outside. Splashes of waves make the balcony slippery.
Oh, thanks, I'm off. Yeah. That's probably a good idea, to be honest, Harry. She'll bring us down otherwise. Okay, so it's after 9, so we should be able to go to this apartment now, and someone should be in. Let's see, eh? And this someone should know a little something about the murder. That said, you know what? We're doing a pretty good job. We know who the murderers were. It's just figuring out all of the political shenanigans that lend it context now. I'm going the wrong bloody way, aren't I? I will get this right in a minute, I swear, guys. Pathfinding has never been my strength in video games, I'll be perfectly honest. Now, in real life, it's completely different. But in video games, nah. Then again, I like to think that this is a realistic simulation of the way Harry would actually operate in his current condition. Yeah, I'll stick with that. So it's this one we want, isn't it? Okie dokie! Low on morale. Put points into volition. I am quite low on morale, actually. I tend to lose my morale very quickly. But that's primarily because Harry keeps screwing up. Then again, 'tis his nature to screw up. Unless you follow the whole super cop thing. If you actually follow that train of thought, then he actually becomes like, by his own volition, a kind of super cop. It's really fun. Hello.
Gendarmerie, you found me.
The young man on the balcony gives you a bright smile before taking another drag from his cigarette.
It feels like a Friday. He seems to be in a good mood tonight.
He's very calm, isn't he?
And his shirt is still unbuttoned.
We got your hint. Found the key right under the stone. He replies, smiling. As he looks at you, something sparkles in his eyes. What's going on here?
Tell me, are you here to make things right again?
Honestly, I'm just trying to not screw anything up. I'm not going to make things just right. I'm going to make them spectacular. I'm going to say
Beautiful.
that. He says again. A nearby street lamp casts shadows on his chin, drawing out the slender cheekbones.
I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting.
He nods towards door number 28. Is it Friday tonight? It feels like Friday. Very well, I'll talk to him, but first I want to talk to you. I have so many questions.
That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me.
He
Oh,
takes
okay.
another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark, and the neighboring windows have lit up one by one.
Besides, I've got to run.
That's a
He's
shame.
going to leave you alone again. That's sad.
But I just found you again.
Just look at it. It's a beautiful night. Who's going to stay in on a night like this?
Fair point. It is beautiful. It's snowing.
He's right. Only losers go to bed early. Time to break out the booze.
Oh, electrochemistry. You're going to get me into such trouble.
A man on high heels stumbles out of a basement club, music blasting over the entire district. It's chilly, and as the chemicals hit his nervous system, 1,000 shivers ripple through his body.
Oh, Shivers, I do love you. Only if you promise that we'll talk again, it's important.
Something flutters in the corner of the lieutenant's mouth as you're saying those words.
Oh, interesting.
Just
smoke-
not tonight.
This, am I alone here and getting some frisson going on here? Am I missing? You know, is that the homosexual in me? I sense frisson here.
Take care, alright?
Oh wow, that was really good. Bloody hell. Interview the Sunday friend. Ah, he says with a disarming smile before slipping off into the night. There's something so different about him that I just can't put my finger on.
Different, of course.
He's such a good listener. I like talking to him. There's just something so mysterious about the way he talks and moves.
Something so mysterious about the way he talks.
The lieutenant squints his eyes, trying to hold back laughter. Very mysterious.
Very. Come on, detective. Let's go. We've got a potential witness to interview. His Sunday friend, remember?
He nods at the apartment door before you. Alright. Well. Hang on. There we are. That was interesting. That was very interesting indeed. Need to do something. I might have to do something behind Lieutenant Kitsaragi's back at this rate. If things carry on down this trajectory. Now, who is this this friend? Oh, there's lots to look at in here. A quarterly business magazine. An old photo of the same apartment dated year 01. Governmental issues take me all over Revachol, you see. Ooh, that looks nice. I'll take it. Buckets of paint on a layer of old newspapers. An exquisite canopy made of a canopy bed made of metal. Someone is always watching. Oh, there's something under the bed. Look. What the hell is that? I'll take it. Sumerian conical hat.
Officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
The man in business casual removes his cufflinks. He looks a little bit like an elderly Michael Caine, don't you think?
You shouldn't be seeing him in an intimate setting. For some reason, you feel this man is your superior.
It's the tie, isn't it? And the fact that his shirt is ironed, and also that his necktie is not shouting at him.
Superior, but he's not in the command chain.
That's right, a spirit de
My name
corpse.
is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stabilité on assignment from Sur-la-Clé.
Okay, this is getting a little bit too deep for
I heard
us.
you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I am here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging.
Okay.
No, first ask an innocuous personal question to get the interview off on the right foot.
Okay.
Yes, Make it clear you're the one setting the terms here.
Suggestion and authority are on equal terms
Yeah.
here.
Let's fuck with him. Who does he think he is? Assisting you?
Before we get to that, tell me where you got this beautiful silk robe. Alright.
We got it from an atelier in the East Delta Commerce Center. Personally, I think it's a little culturally insensitive, but the material is great. Sadly, the shop is now out of business.
Yeah,
That's
sadly.
really all I can tell you about it.
He forms a little rooftop with his fingers. Cold air sweeps in from the balcony.
That didn't work at all.
It didn't,
What
did it?
was that? You were supposed to fuck with him, not compliment the decor.
Alright,
The
Half-Light.
lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you to proceed.
What's an official like you doing in
The
Martinez?
coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled. The
Okay.
economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight.
Okay. What is this international... What is the price stability? But what are you doing here in this apartment?
Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off.
Okie
This,
dokie.
of course, happened when the coalition forces landed here.
Yeah, I would hope it didn't happen in
You could say
peacetime.
I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived here.
Okay. What is this international
La
community?
communauté internationale is what Revacholians colloquially call the coalition. In other words, the nations that stopped the disaster of the revolution.
Okay. What is the price stability?
It is the most important thing.
Ah, that clears everything up. That doesn't tell me
It's the
anything at
central goal
all.
of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essential to maintaining high levels of economic activity, which is essential for maintaining high levels of employment, which is essential for maintaining the social stability.
Basically, it makes sure the price of bread doesn't change.
Okay, thanks, Kim.
Précisément. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation, it becomes too cheap for bakers to produce. That's why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below 2%.
Below 2% of what?
Not too far below, no. Too below is also bad. Below, but close to 2%.
You're not answering my questions at all.
Coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits of the price stability. Transparency is one of our principles. Would you like an informational pamphlet?
Okay, sure, give me a
A
leaflet.
sound monetary policy is essential for addressing uncertainty. Stability is the raison d'être of the moral intern. It's the reason why I identify as a moralist.
Oh, that's interesting. So this guy's a member of the Moral Intern.
Oh, I don't have my leaflets on me today.
Oh!
That's too bad. You can always call our information line. Making information available is part of the moral intern's commitment to transparency.
Yeah, he keeps saying that. I've heard about this Moral Intern before, but I want to know more.
It's the International Organization for Moralists, hence Moralist International. The Institute of Price Stability is just one of its many mind babies, as is the coalition.
So we're actually working for the Moral Intern. Yeah, so so what I'm hearing is that we're Moral Intern bitches.
There are more nefarious powers to work for than the moral intern.
Yeah. Are you a moralist?
But of course.
Am I a moralist?
Do you value freedom? Do you believe in a normal, stable world governed by democratic values?
Lieutenant, are you a moralist?
Me? I'm a lieutenant of the RCM, dedicated to maintaining law and order in Ravachol.
Oh, nice sidestep,
A
Kim.
very moralist answer.
Yeah, the man
The
nods.
lieutenant is practiced in the art of putting on a show for one's superiors.
But what is a normal, stable
The
world?
Occident is part of the normal world. Oranje, sur la clé.
Martinez doesn't seem very normal or stable to me. No, it does
Martinez?
not.
No. Martinez is something else.
What about the rest of Revachol? Is it part of the normal
Revachol
world?
is generally difficult. It's led by an interim government, which means it hasn't yet achieved full democracy. But they are
Interesting.
working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking.
He gives you an approving nod. I don't think I'm a moralist. Moralism sounds incredibly boring. Moralism is the ideology of foreign occupiers. Revachol must be governed by Revacholians. Oh dear. Democracy is a meaningless sham as long as the working class is under the boot heel of capital. It's like every time I'm talking to people, I'm choosing option D, none of the above.
The detective's personal views do not represent the views of the RCM.
My friend. But the lesson of the revolution is that communism does not work.
We just haven't tried real communism yet, and you're telling me this world here is working out well? It didn't work because the coalition crushed it violently.
Oh yes, the big bad coalition crushed the revolution. Tell me, if the revolution was succeeding, would it have been crushed so easily?
Oh, that's a lovely bit of circular reasoning going
Are
on
we
there.
really so bad for wanting compromise, peace and prosperity on reasonable, achievable terms? Ask yourself that. Now, enough of this delightful political interlude. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Tell me about Sir Leclerc.
What's there to say? Sur-la-Clé is a modern, urbanized country that measures very high on the Human Development and Freedom Index. Mostly, though, it's known as the executive heart of EPIS. Moreover, it is a great sponsor of less emerged countries. Revachol is only one of its many darlings whose progress it supports and cherishes.
What makes Revachol Sir Leclerc's darling?
Because a great percentage of Revachol's culture hails from Sur-la-Clé. Its language, its people, its cuisine even. Or at least in the downtown La Delta area.
Interesting. Tell me about Orange.
Oranje is an exemplary nation who, as a core member of EPIS, contributes 28% of our annual budget. Next to Sur-la-Clé, Oranje is probably the most prominent member of the international community.
Okay, but outside of EPIS, what is Oranje?
Oranje's economy is one of the most advanced in the world. It has successfully transitioned from heavy industry to advanced services and generally acts as an engine for sustainable change in the international community.
Can't you just talk like a normal person?
About what?
About Oranje, just tell me what it's like there.
It's very urban and very well organized. Their streets are clean, their horse cars run on time, the people are polite and efficient. Like I said, they are an example for less emerged nations to follow.
Isn't that interesting? Enough business, let's talk about something
Whatever
else.
you wish, officer.
You actually witnessed the lynching?
I'm sorry to say I did, officer.
The man gives a solemn nod. Start from the beginning if you don't
Officer,
mind.
it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal, to me, like in a play.
Is that
What
right?
do you mean, like in a play?
It was just so strange. I could barely comprehend what was happening. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one.
Oh.
That's when I understood. I should not be seeing this.
It sounds like the victim was unconscious, or at least incapacitated. Interesting.
Who were they? Can you describe
I
them?
couldn't see their faces well, and there were quite a few of them. But they were very loud and very Martinez.
He pauses, looking for the right wording.
Let's just say that the laboring classes can get rather expressive with their profanities.
Okay. How many of them were there?
I couldn't tell you exactly. Less than 10. Maybe 8?
That does scan. That does
The
fit.
lieutenant sends you a sharp look at the mention of that number.
Were any of them huge, like 200 kilograms
That's
huge?
a giant you're describing. No, they were all quite human, as far as I could tell.
What happened
I
next?
went back inside.
Yes, back inside. Keep yourself safe from the killing.
Half-Light is very, very sardonic, isn't it?
Were you able to see anything from inside?
Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to kill that poor man.
What happened next?
Well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet for a public lynching.
What do you mean nothing happened? They lynched the guy.
Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything.
That is odd, isn't it? Why didn't you call the
You're
RCM?
right, of course. That is what one is supposed to do in such circumstances. I was simply in shock.
This guy is a little off the level, don't you think?
I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add.
About what time was all this happening, approximately?
I'm not sure I trust his testimony.
All I can say is that it was late.
So let me get this straight. You didn't actually witness the hanging itself, did you?
No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day.
Those are all my questions. Thanks for your time.
Anything I can do to assist the RCM.
Oh, excellent. Can you tell me about your friend?
Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. But he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters.
I've got a cup of tea, by the way. What is Kidra?
Kedra is a candidate member of APIS. But, between you and me, their potential membership is a more contentious issue.
What do you
That
mean?
it's never going to happen. They entered negotiations in 21, and it's been pending ever since.
But that doesn't tell me anything about Kidra itself. Is it warm there, cold, something in between?
It's also known for its mandarin trees and dust storms from Supramundi.
Oh, cool.
Kedra's an emerging market, but it still has a long way to go. Maybe that's why my friend's menage decided to immigrate.
How did you two even become friends?
How did any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Insulindian Isola? Oil platforms ablaze in the night? Civil wars lasting for years? Finally, the international community is forced to step in.
Okay. You're describing how the coalition occupied Revachol. Yeah. He talks in abstractions, like historical abstractions. He's like a textbook.
One of the wonders of democracy is that everyone is allowed to have his own opinion.
Is that right?
And not just allowed, encouraged even. Have you ever tried debate?
What do you mean?
Debating. You should consider joining a debating society for adults. I hear they're oodles of fun. I used to have a flyer for one, but now that I start thinking of it, it was for an improv class anyway. It's this funny theater thing, you know? Very creative. Helps relieve stress.
You still haven't told me who he is.
Sorry. Who?
The man throws a quick glance at his watch. Your friend, the smoker on the balcony. We were just talking about
But I
him.
told you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our future, especially the arts. It is a cornerstone of our civilization.
He is a walking propaganda pamphlet for the coalition, isn't he? He doesn't have any original thoughts of his own at all. He just regurgitates, like, the mantra. Fine, but what's his real name?
Officer, you have to understand. I can't give you his personal information. I'm sure you have your own method and database. Please
Okay.
don't put me in this situation.
So all you can tell me about him is that he's here to study the arts.
He's deeply enmeshed in the study of the fine arts, yes.
Which
He's
arts?
a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts. Perhaps graphic design, printmaking, who knows? The world is open wide for a talented youth like him.
What are you doing in this apartment by yourself?
I'm just enjoying the view.
The man smiles, nodding to the window. There's a dead body hanging in the tree.
A dead body we still need to get down, by the way.
I know, Kim, I know.
Listen,
What? I'm not hearing anything.
the Insulindian Bay.
What about it?
This place used to be a luxury accommodation before the revolution. Apartments, of course, were much bigger then. A few walls have been added here and there, leaving some of the tenants without a private bathroom or a kitchen. But the million real view stays. You can't take that away.
He knocks on the balcony door, his face mirrored in the darkened glass. I was asking about your
My
friend.
friend comes and goes. I'm sure you'll see him around. He's a busy bee.
I'm sure. I had something else
I'm
in
all
mind.
ears, officer.
Okay, thanks. I've got all I need.
A moment.
Oh, okay.
Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave.
Hold on, why can't we talk
It's
later?
against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen. And I'm pressed for time. After you leave, I should be leaving as well.
Okay, I'm not going anywhere. I just want to take a look around in this apartment.
Go ahead. It's a beautiful space. Let me know if you have any further questions.
I will. Don't worry. I do not trust him, like, at all. Not as far as I could kick him. An empty ashtray. Dishes soaked up in a pot. You're just gonna stand there spouting slogans. Flyers for underground parties. Okay, right.
Was there anything else?
No, I think I've got all I need, to be honest.
Of course.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave you to it. You creep me the hell out, quite frankly. How very strange. So, what's his angle? I didn't believe half of what he told me. I'm not even sure he witnessed anything, if I'm perfectly honest. And if he did, what was all that stuff about it being oddly quiet? Like it was almost theatrical in nature. Oh, it's nice, it's snowing. Okay. Oh, hang on. So I've got a light, I've got a notch. What could I do with it? Let's have a look. I could open up a new, I could unlock another one, couldn't I? Let's do it. There we go. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. Okay. Excellent. I mean, some of these we can forget a little later, but you have to use notches to forget them as well. Okay. Okay. So we've got stuff now. Let's have a look. Oh wow. Lieutenant Kitsuragi snapped a photo of the hangman's tattoos. It displays the intricate web of blue lines. Can we
An intricate
Oh
web.
yeah, we've already
The
done
pattern
this.
still kind of has an
Put the photo away. We've already done that. Clothes? Yeah, we're not wearing that. Party Dragon Silk Robe. +1 drama, become the dragon. +1 electrochemistry, become an addict in a strange bathing robe. The sleazy, silky bathing robe in vibrant blue features a roaring dragon on its front, ready to take off into the night. A red belt has been provided for fastening. It's culturally insensitive, but only for people who are not from Seoul. The real Seoulites probably don't care. So we are not wearing that. +1 logic, super logical for a cop to wear this. -1 suggestion, insensitive bachelor party vibes. This tawny cone-shaped hat looks like a beacon of Samaran wisdom. Its straws sticking up like antennas. Thank God you can't really see people's reactions when they see you strolling around in this incredibly insensitive headpiece. Yeah, I'm sure if we wore that, the racist lorry driver would be most pleased. So we're not going to wear it, you know? I don't want to do anything to please that prick. In fact, if we had the opportunity to become violent with him, then we probably would. I love the fact that you've got like this deliberate contrast between him and Measurehead, both of whom are actually the same in their philosophies and their ideological outlooks. They are exactly the same. Measurehead, though, is far more eloquent in his bullshit, if you like, and a far more convincing specimen in and of himself, just by measure of his own existence, whereas the lorry driver is, well, pathetic, to say the least. Oh. Now, what's going to kick off, I wonder? I suppose we should head back to the whirling in rags, shouldn't we? Kim, do you want to say anything? No. Wow. The music in this game is... It is phenomenal, isn't it? It's beautiful. I could just listen to it, you know, I could just turn it on as a... Just look at the bag, look at the litter floating in the air. That's cool. Okay, I suppose we can knock it on the head now. I mean, there's not much we can do until tomorrow, I don't think. We need to go and head to the fishing village, which we can't do until the bridge is repaired. We've got to do that job for, Everard, remember? Oh wow, there's a show going on. Wow. Look at this. There's also work we've got to do for her at some point. Hey, Gart.
Can I help you?
No, it's fine, man. Right, Kim.
Yes?
Tell me about the case again. I think you should know that I can't remember anything.
What do you want to know?
Can we go over the preliminary info? Now that we've inspected the scene, I want to know more about this pissing competition you mentioned.
What's there to say? It's just stupidity.
What kind of
The
stupidity?
cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the industrial harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion.
Ah, so this is a struggle over who runs Martinez.
Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words.
Right.
I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest, with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
What's special about Martinez?
Martinez? Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist.
Yeah.
A tremble comes over you. Another after effect of ethanol poisoning, perhaps. Feels like leaves do when they rustle in the breeze, somewhere far away, below the turbine. The 41st and the 57th. The lieutenant was right. It's not about who gets what's north. It's about who doesn't.
Ah, right. I wonder what this says about me, that I was sent by my station. He raises an eyebrow, thinking it best to let you make the next move. I was sent to teach you a lesson in style. They can wrong conclusion. I am the finest, a case-solving machine sent to outperform you in every imaginable way. I must be an augury, an apocalyptic omen sent by my people. Can you guess my message? Don't be scared, but I think I might have supernatural abilities. I probably have an unbelievable kill count. I'm going to leave why I was sent unspecified.
The silence carries.
Tell me about something else.
Wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
Oh.
He's actually glad it's addressed now.
Oh. Why did the 41st send me? +1 Roy mentioned suicide. Oh. I'm gonna give it a go.
Because you're
Nah.
the best qualified. No, that doesn't seem right.
Dumb brain, I'm good for
You
nothing.
look dumb if you keep the lieutenant waiting for too long.
Yeah. Nothing. Okay. So... Oh, we've actually also got to go and talk to the lady upstairs, if you remember. She was the victim of the guy that was hanged. This could get unpleasant, by the way, so content warning as of now. It does deal with some near-the-knuckle subjects, this game. So let's see if we can chat to her.
The door is closed. There's
Continue.
still a dent in the vinyl where you punched it before.
Okay, run your finger across
This
the
little
dent.
depression is all you could inflict on the door. Why are you doing this? Don't do this to me, please. Remember? Who was that meant for?
Who is it?
A woman's voice answers muffled by the
This
door.
is the police. Can we come in?
Come on up. The door is open. I'm drying my hair.
Okay. I mean, this is going to be embarrassing because she's already seen ours in a right old state, so this is not going to be good. Piles of dirty clothes, a woman's. Ooh, bottles. I will have those. Take. Hang on, hang on. Oh, no, no, no. Give me my thought back. Where's my thought gone? This room is sad. All over it reminds you of your own. Yeah, I know, right? I'll take those. Hotel bill calculations. Look like she's had an extended stay. That's interesting. I like the Shining style wallpaper. In the yard below, a corpse hangs from the pine trees.
This medicine cabinet is full of wares. Sheets of pills, haphazardly stacked, one on top of the other. There's also a toothbrush somewhere in there. It's been used quite a lot. This toothbrush belongs to someone who doesn't give a damn about her teeth.
Okay, look at the medications.
Pharmaceuticals line the shelves. Sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acetylic acid, APAP, eye drops, blood thinners.
That's interesting. There's quite the collection in here. Search the bottles.
Pill bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol, histoperidol, something in a foreign language you can't read. Behind them, an unusually shaped nasal spray. Its label reads, Necra.
What's
An
Necra?
opioid receptor antagonist. It's used for diamorphine overdoses.
Oh, okay. Search the pill
Among
sheets.
some foreign, probably Messinian or Gotvaldian, marked red blister packs you find. What do you find? This is going to take a little know-how.
Oh.
A bright orange bottle with peptide stamped on it. In sunny, happy letters. Jackpot, baby. That's the stuff you're looking for. Your palms begin to sweat just holding that little plastic container.
What's so exciting about this orange
It's
bottle?
speed, man. Just what you were looking for. They call it dextroamphetamine and talk about psychological disorders. But what we're seeing here is some scientifically advanced trucker speed.
Lieutenant, I also see a brand called Preptide.
Peptide, a euphemism for pharmaceutical amphetamine. Prescription speed.
The fuck are you waiting for? Let's get super fucking preppy.
Told Kim about it, sweaty hands. No, just take it in plain sight. Close the cabinet. No, I am not taking the. You can play the game that way, though. You know, if you want to, you can drink and take every drug you like, and it will change the way the game comes out. It can be really fun. I'm actually playing this one sober though, because I actually did that the first time I played it. I took every fucking thing, and electrochemistry was swollen and dominant by the end. This game, it feels like every time I play it, like a good book. Like, you feel someone watching you behind the glass door. A woman. Okay. The bed has been hastily made. Okay. Harry may not be the best person to be conducting this investigation, you know.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
Run your finger across the surface of the
Smooth
glass.
as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges. But the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline fractures. Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to inspect the surface.
This window was recently replaced.
Looks like it, yes.
It's just his
You
glasses.
know which window has not been recently replaced?
The one I smashed in my room. Yes.
Yes, that one. Cold wind is seeping in right now. Just one floor below you. Messing up your concentration here.
Thanks, Inland Empire.
Stop distracting him! He has work to do! Plus, if I recall, the window has been giving him shit ever since he got here!
Yeah, that's right, Horrific Necktie. Thank you. The moral support is greatly appreciated. The horrific necktie standing up for me. I find that very endearing, I've got to say. Thank you, horrific necktie. I will remember it, and as a result I will keep wearing you. I like your interludes, I've got to say. And yeah, you're right, that window was giving me shit ever since I got here. Fuck that window. It deserved to get smashed. Oh, hello. The smell of cigarette smoke in the air. Astramenthol. Okay. Well, my loves, I think we shall leave it here. When we come back, we will chat with this lady here. Until then, bye-bye!